Greetings beautiful gamers, it's BoyDreamz. Welcome to another Summoner's War video. Today I'm gonna show you the spiritual realm, or whatever it's called. The newest one, the Abyssal Horde, which is the newest dungeon they released. I'm gonna show you 3 different teams, one of which is 100% chance but slow. The other 2 are 98 and 95 approximately, depending on mostly the... Not really, it doesn't mostly depend on RNG, it just depends on us not getting fucked by RNG, which is honestly is RNG. Do you consider? I mean, if the RNG was so bad that our stuff did not work like twice or more than twice in a row, that's when we lose. Other than that, I mean, actually the team is quite stable, quite lovely, and quite somewhat fast. So the first team, the 100% team, is the team that actually include the Fire Banda. So the spiritual realm, I don't know much about it honestly, apart from what I've read about it and what I vaguely remember. The gimmick in this dungeon is the fact that you want to crit all the freaking time, because any non-crit will do no damage, right? Or did they change it? Now it does less damage. I don't know. But and the thing, you will restore power. Also, the harmful effects will not land if you do non-crit attack, because that's how it works in this dungeon. And that's pretty much the gimmick. That's why people use Seek, because Seek actually increases the attack buff. I mean, increase the attack buff. It does an attack buff which increases the power, and a crit rate buff which actually increases your crit rate. And because this dungeon actually what am I saying? Reduces your maximum crit rate by half. Whatever your crit rate when you enter the boss stage, it'll be halved. That 30% plus 5 and another 5, that's 40%, is great actually, because the crit rate buff will... Oh, I need that. There you go. Because, yeah, I need to hurry up now. Because, where is it? While I'm talking, because what was I saying? Because it's halved. So let's say you have 100% crit rate, half of it will be 50. Then you have the extra 40 from the buffs that you get. That will be pretty much almost 100, and so on. Let's say you have 80, 40 plus 40. It's gonna go back to 80 just because of Seek buffs. Anyway, the second team. This team is... I mean, I didn't test it as much, but I found out that it is somewhat stable, except the fact when you obviously get very bad RNG, and the boss actually resists everything you do to it, which is bad. So basically, Kali here will do the ignore defense. She does attack buff and speed buff, and she buffs herself as well with whatchamacallit. What does she do again? Yeah, invisibility. So those 4 buffs on her. So that's 4. I mean 20 plus the 30. That is 50% extra crit rate on her, just because of the buffs. Because remember, buffs actually increase your crit rate in this dungeon. And as you can see, this is way faster, but this one is not as good if you keep failing to actually... it is the same as the last team that I'm gonna show. If you keep failing to land the defense break, and the boss just gets too many turns, you're gonna lose, because obviously because you didn't do enough damage, because this team does not have heals whatsoever. And this is the last team, which is the fastest, and it is actually, you'd assume that out of the three that I mentioned, it would be the one with the least whatchamacallit, with the least win rate, but it is not. Actually, the one with the least win rate is the previous team that I showed. Surprisingly, this is doing better than the previous team, although the previous team should be better because whatchamacallit, because all of them are fire, therefore they have element advantage. Here we have Crew, who is dark, who's not supposed to have an element advantage. Another thing I must mention is the fact that one of the reasons why this is quite easy is the fact that we have a very powerful unit that is Spectre. Remember that I said she should be the first you would actually whatchamacallit to A, and it is for a good reason. She's usable in a lot of places. I mean, there is no end to the power that Spectra gives you, and as you can see, the attack break and the flow helps you survive here, because obviously you do not have whatchamacallit, you do not have the sustain to actually sustain yourself if the battle goes for too long. However, Spectre will help you actually tank few hits, which allow you to survive longer to actually win. Because, as I said, this team will lose when both Crew and Rogue actually keep failing to land to the whatchamacallit defense break. So actually remember to have some accuracy in those two units, because it's absolutely crucial to have the defense break. As you can see, here we failed to get the defense break. However, we should be able to still win as long as we land it. See? That's all we need to do. Land a defense break, and they should do it, because the crystal already moved, and this thingy will not what's the word I'm looking for, will not actually get rid of its defense break, because only the crystal does that, and we still win. I mean, this team is somewhat stable. If you can get your team to actually consistently defense break, I think you'll have better time with the team than I am. I mean, they lose occasionally only because they actually miss the defense break multiple times in a row within that dungeon. I mean, that is it for today's video. I hope you actually somewhat enjoyed and gotten something out of it, and I wish you all the best, and I hope oh dear God, stop messaging me, whoever you are. And yeah, I hope you gotten some knowledge out of this, and I hope you farm it well, because this will help you actually farm the other dungeons quite more efficiently, because you're gonna be able to get fight runes, which will allow you to actually get the extra damage that you need to actually do all the worms if you're struggling with them. I mean beast, Worlds of Rift. If you don't know that I'm calling them worms, well, now you know. This is it for today's video. If you have any question, idea, or if you need help with anything, just let me know either in the comment section below or in Discord. Remember, I will always reply. Other than that, thank you beautiful gamers for watching. I hope to see you. I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.